My name is Carly Waters. I'm a literary agent.
So a massive part of the publishing industry is when the author will send their manuscript to a literary agent. And to tell us more about what it's like being a senior literary agent and a senior vice president of a literary agency is Carly. I hope you find this interview useful and enjoy.
My name is Carly Waters. I'm a literary agent. So on a day-to-day basis, I am managing my clients, negotiating contracts, doing book deals, putting out any small fires, helping my clients, get set for their book launches or go down submission or whatever phase we're in. I have about 30 clients. They keep me very busy. Something interesting that's happened to me in my career that I always, think that people often think is a fun story. My first book deal that I ever did, was at auction, and it was a celebrity title. So, that was a fun way to start my career. My favorite part of my job is making authors' dreams come true. It really never gets old, never gets tiring. Just making those initial deals for authors and also seeing them rise to the next level of their career every time, making those strategic decisions with them, knowing it's in their best interest for them to have a really strong and long career. So yeah, I mean, I love absolutely everything about it. I love that I'm not siloed into doing, one thing. I get to help with discovering the clients, doing the contracts, the rights sales, sub rights, helping with marketing, publicity, social media marketing, everything like that. So that's one of the things that drew me to being an agent, was that I got to do a little bit of everything. So my background, I have an undergrad degree in English language and literature from Queen's University, and I have a master's in publishing studies from City University London. After that, I worked as an agency assistant at the Darley Anderson Agency, where I worked with Maddie Milburn and learned the tools of the trade from that group. I came back to North America in 2010. I joined the PS Literary Agency as an associate agent, was my title then, and just kind of worked my way up. I'm currently a senior vice president and senior literary agent. I've been there for over 10 years now. The most challenging part of my job is definitely not being able to be all things to all authors. Obviously, I have my client list that I'm responsible to and accountable to, and that's very important to me. So I take that job very seriously, but I wish that I could spend all of my days on top of that, also, educating authors about, best practices. I never want to say no to authors. I want them all to, come to the slush pile, write their queries strongly. So, I take that kind of education part, that kind of industry education part and outreach really seriously. So I do a lot of, Twitter threads and Instagram lives and so many things because I feel like doing that outreach is really important. So something that people might not know about my job is that we don't spend our work days reading. Most of our reading happens in the evenings and the weekends just because we're not able to do that stuff during the day. During the day, we are emailing, on the phone, problem solving, all of that other stuff, but we don't actually get to do a lot of reading during work hours, unfortunately. So I don't have a lot of designated meetings. Our agency has a virtual meeting that we do on Zoom every other week, every kind of 2 to 3 weeks, just to kind of catch up and see what's going on with each other. But we use Slack all day long, so we're in constant communication. Otherwise, there's really not a day that goes by that I don't have a call. If I don't have a call with a client or an editor, that's definitely like an extra quiet day. A lot of days I'll have anywhere from like 2 to 4 calls. 4 would kind of be the most. So those are kind of my meetings these days, obviously, because we're all working from home. If you want to become an agent, it's really a mentorship and apprenticeship business. So you really have to, work with somebody really closely to learn all about it and learn all the tools of the trade. So really, it's not something you can do alone. Not something you can just kind of pick up a textbook and learn. And most of publishing is very, mentorship based and apprenticeship based. So yeah, so it's basically getting an internship or getting an assistant job at a literary agency like I did to learn all about what we do. There's a lot of intricacies. Sometimes starting out it's a bit more admin, or sometimes it's a bit more reading and the editorial side of things. So yeah, just learning learning from agents is the best way to go about it.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you find it useful and watch out for more of my videos in future.